Okay, let's look at question number 24. Okay, can you see that it is given to us that angle ABC, ABC is equal to twice the angle of ACD, or therefore ACB. Or therefore, can I say that this is 2x? Or take note, this part here is actually x, given in the question. And then your AD is perpendicular to BC. I think this one is clearly marked out, right? Suppose E is the midpoint. Therefore, in this case, can you see that this part here and this part, this is the midpoint, or therefore this is equal to this, right? And it is given that DE is 3 meter, or therefore take note, this part here is 3 meter, all right, 3 meter, right? Okay, therefore, can you see that they want you to find the length of AB, therefore that means they want you to find the length of this one, AB. Okay, in meter, in meter. Okay, therefore now can you see that what we do is that we do a construction. That means in this case, we draw parallel line. That means in this case, this line EF. That means we have and F is the point whereby this line is parallel to AB, right? Or parallel to AB, right? And in this case, since E is the midpoint of CB, therefore F is the midpoint of CA. Therefore this part here, this is equal to this. Or maybe I put 3 bar to say that that means this length is actually equal to this length, right? Because E is the midpoint of CB, right? Okay, then now can you see that by midpoint theorem, therefore can I say that by midpoint theorem, all right, then we know that AB would be twice the length of FE, right? This is the midpoint theorem, right? Then in this case, can I also construct a perpendicular? Therefore in this case, this is the perpendicular, and can I call it to be G? Can I call it to be G, right? And then if you look at this triangle here, can I say that, let's look at this triangle here, this triangle with the bigger triangle, which is this one. All right, therefore these two triangles are similar. Therefore now can I say that triangle CFG, CFG is similar to triangle CAD, CAD. All right, and in this case, can you see that again, can you see that CG, because can you see that because F is the midpoint, right? F is the midpoint of CA, right? Therefore this implies what? This implies that G is the midpoint of CD. All right, G is the midpoint of CD. Therefore this implies what? This implies your CG is equal to GD, GD, right? And also this implies that triangle CFD is isosceles triangle. That means in this case, let me join this part here. Can you see that in this case, this distance is actually this distance, isosceles triangle. And when it's isosceles triangle, it also means that this angle is actually x. Because this is x, therefore this part must be x. All right. And in this case, can you see that this part here, okay, then what does it mean? That means in this case, can you see that your FD, okay, your FD is equal to what? Your FD is equal to CF. Your FD is equal to CF, because this length is equal to this length. But don't forget, this is also equal to FA. This is also equal to FA because this length is equal to this length. Right? Okay. Therefore, what does it mean? That means this angle, we also know that this is actually x. This is actually x. Okay. Therefore, now I can say that, okay, then can you see that these two lines are parallel, right? These two lines, this and this are parallel. Therefore, this angle must be equal to 2x. Therefore, I want to mention that FEC, this angle is actually 2x. This is what we call corresponding angles. Because we say that FE is parallel to AB. Right? And in this case, can you see that your 2x is now equal to what? It's now equal to this angle x plus this angle. This angle that I'm calling is EFD. EFD, sorry. Okay, let me adjust. EFD. Therefore, this part here, this is EFD, and then plus x. Therefore, in this case, EFD is also equal to x. That means when you draw this triangle, right? Can you see that when you draw this triangle here? Let me just draw it properly. This angle is x, and then the exterior angle here is 2x. This is also x. Therefore, can you see that now this length and this length are equal. Therefore, this length must be equal to this length, which is F, E, and D. Therefore, this implies what? This implies that FE is actually equal to ED, and this is just equal to 3 meter. This is just equal to 3 meter. And can you see that once you get your FE, isn't that you get your AB? Therefore, in this case, AB will be just 2 times 3, and that will be just equal to 6 meter. That's it. Right? Yeah. With that, we answer the question.